Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So before solving the problem, you should have the idea of all these terms. Okay, whatever I explained in yesterday's class. So you should know dryness fraction. I'll repeat once again. It's one of the important term used in the steam formation. Dryness fraction is a ratio of the dry particles present in the wet steam to the total mass of the wet steam. It is represented by symbol X, mg divided by mg plus mf. Mg is the mass of dry particles present in the wet steam. Mg and mf is the mass of wet particles, and total mass is given by mg plus mf. Okay, and we studied different terms like saturation temperature, sensible heat, latent heat, total heat of evaporation, amount of superheat, superheated temperature, degree of superheat, enthalpy of wet steam, dry steam is Hg equals to Hf plus Hfg. Okay, enthalpy of wet steam is HW is Hf plus X into Hfg. Enthalpy of superheated steam is Hf plus Hfg plus Cps into superheated temperature minus saturation temperature. Okay, these are the four formulas you should remember. One is enthalpy of dry steam, Hf plus Hfg. That is sensible heat plus latent heat. Enthalpy of wet steam is sensible heat plus dryness fraction into the latent heat, and the enthalpy of superheated steam is Hf plus Hfg plus Cps into a superheated temperature minus saturation temperature. And then we studied a specific volume also. Specific volume is the volume occupied by 1 kg of substance. And you remember this formula. Specific volume of dry steam is X into Vg. Specific volume of dry steam is just Vg. We will get this Vg in the steam table for particular pressure or temperature. As I said, we are having two forms of steam tables. One is based on pressure and one is based on temperature. This problem. Okay. Find the enthalpy of 1 kg of steam at 10 bar pressure when the steam is dry saturated, 20% of wet, superheated to 220 degrees Celsius. Assume specific heat of superheated steam as 2.25 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Take the following data for the steam at 10 bar pressure. Okay. So here, first thing is you have to analyze whether it is a pressure-based steam table or temperature-based steam table. Okay. In this problem, they again find the enthalpy of 1 kg of steam at 10 bar pressure. So you have to go to pressure-based table, 10 bar pressure. And when the steam is dry saturated, 20% wet. So go to steam table corresponding to pressure of 10 bar pressure. Okay, sometimes they'll give the values in the problem itself. Otherwise, you have to find out the values using steam table. In this problem, values are given. Ts, saturation temperature is given. Immediately you'll get after pressure. That is, first column is pressure. Second column itself indicates saturation temperature. That is 180 degrees Celsius. HF is 762 kilojoules per kg. HFG, latent heat is 2030, and Hg is nothing but the total heat. It is a summation of HF and HFG. You'll get 2792. Okay. So very simple. Go to pressure based table, find out the value. Okay, so these are the values you are going to get. Sometimes they give you, most of the time they won't give. You have to refer the steam table and you have to write the value. Okay. Enthalpy of dry steam. Enthalpy of dry steam is nothing but Hf plus Hfg. That is 762 plus 2030. Or directly you can write enthalpy of dry steam is 2792 kilojoules per kg. Directly you can write, otherwise you can write one more step, writing Hf plus Hfg. You get the total heat of the dry steam. Second case, when steam is 20% wet. Okay, 20% wet means 80% of dry. So dryness fraction is 0.8. Okay, so dryness fraction is 0.8. The condition of steam is wet, and enthalpy of wet steam is given by H wet equals to HF plus X into HF. Okay, HF is given 762. Okay, plus X is given 0.8 dryness fraction. Okay, 0.8, 0.9 like that. Okay. Here they are given 20% wet. Okay, wet means 80% of dry. So you have to take dryness fraction as 0.8. 762 HF plus 0.8 into HFG, that is latent heat. We'll get 2386 kilojoules per kg. Next, enthalpy of superheated steam. Enthalpy of superheated steam is nothing but Hg, that is total heat of the system plus additional heat to convert 1 kg of dry steam into superheated steam. So this is the additional term you have to use in case of enthalpy of superheated steam. Hg plus Cps, as I said in this problem, Cp, that is specific heat of the superheated steam, is given 2.25. Otherwise, you have to remember this value. So the standard value is 2.25. Now we are having the Cp as 1.005 kilojoules per kg Kelvin and the Cv as 0.718 kilojoules per kg Kelvin for air, like that. Specific heat of superheated steam is 2.25 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. So enthalpy of superheated steam is 2792 plus 2.25 into superheated temperature. Better superheated temperature 220 minus saturation temperature is 180 degrees. So you'll get 2882 kilojoules per kg. So then after that you have to compare the values. So where the enthalpy is more, okay, so you should get the enthalpy more in case of superheated steam. That is, we are getting 2882 kilojoules per kg. Second one is the enthalpy of dry steam. It is less than superheated steam, that is 2792, and for wet steam it is 2 less, that is 2386 kilojoules per kg. So after solving this one, you have to analyze whether the answer is correct or not by comparing the values. Now, okay, next problem is important. Okay, steam at 0.4 megapascal has an enthalpy of 2000 kilojoules per kg. State whether the steam is wet or dry. Okay, so you have to find out the condition of steam. Determine the quality of steam if the steam is wet. So pressure is given 0.4 megapascal. You remember that in steam tables we are having the values in bar. So whatever megapascal is there, you have to convert in bar. Don't take 0.4 megapascal directly because we will not find out megapascal in steam tables. First step is you have to convert this megapascal in bar. 1 megapascal equals to 10 bar because 10 to the power 5 and this is megapascal is nothing but 10 to the power of 6 pascal. So 1 megapascal equals to 10 bar. So here 0.4 megapascal is there. You have to multiply by 10. So you get 4 bar. So 0.4 megapascal is nothing but 4 bar. So in the steam tables, suppose you are searching for 0.4 megapascal wrong, you have to first convert this megapascal into bar, that is 0.4 into 10 bar, that is 4 bar. Now corresponding to 4 bar pressure, you have to find out the values in steam table. Okay. At 4 bar pressure, you have to refer pressure based table, and from the steam tables corresponding to pressure of 4 bar, we get the values of saturation temperature as 143.62. HF is 604.67 and HFG is 2132.93. Okay. And here, these are the values what we are getting from the steam table. But in the problem, they are given the enthalpy of the steam as 2600 kilojoules per kg. Okay. Now you have to compare the given value with the whatever values we are obtaining from the steam table. Here 2600 is greater than the enthalpy of the value. Okay. Hence, the steam is not dry. Okay. So it is obviously the wet steam. Okay. So whatever the value given is more than that of this one. So it is a wet steam. Enthalpy of wet steam is given by 2600, and you have to use the standard formula. So standard formula is H wet equals to HF plus X into HFG. Okay, so H wet is 2600. Okay, so enthalpy of wet steam is 2600. So HF is 604.67. So what value we are getting from the steam tables? 2600 is the given value you have to take. 604.67, what is the value what we are getting from the steam table, plus X dryness fraction into HFG, that is 2132.90. So after solving this one, we are getting the value of X as 0.93. So quality of steam is 93. So it is 93 percentage. So how to solve the dryness fraction? And the condition of the steam, what you are going to do is you have to compare the values. Okay. So the second problem. Next problem, I'll solve one more important problem. Okay. So here, find the volume and enthalpy of 2 kg of steam at zero point 0.8 megapascal. There are two conditions. One is when the dryness fraction is 0.9, and second condition is when the steam is superheated to a temperature of 300 degrees Celsius. Assume the specific heat of superheated steam as 2.25 kilojoules per kg. So in sometimes they will give the properties like HF, HFG like that. But in this problem, the properties are not given. You have to refer the steam table. Okay, here the given values are the mass of steam is 2 kg, the pressure of steam is 0.8 megapascal. You have to convert this megapascal into bar. Okay, as I said, it is 0.8 multiplied by 10 bar. So you'll get 8 bar. You have to search the values for 8 bar pressure in the steam table. Okay. In table 1, you are having temperature based, and in table 2, you are having pressure based. Okay. So corresponding to pressure of I'll show once again the steam tables, how your what are the values. Okay, just for your reference. Okay. Uh, what I'm sharing now, this is the steam tables. Better you download this steam table. Table 1 is temperature based table. Okay. So what we are having in our problem is a pressure based table. Okay. Starting we are having table 1 is temperature based. Table 2 is saturated water and steam. In the bracket, they have mentioned it as pressure based table. So zero point 0.8 megapascal. 0.8 megapascal means 0.8 into 10 bar. So you have to refer the value of 8 bar. Okay. So starting 8 bar is, this one is 8 bar pressure. Okay. At 8 bar pressure, you see the cursor, it's the 8 bar pressure. We are getting the saturation temperature as 170.4 degrees Celsius, and then HF. This is the HF. 720.9 kilojoules per kg. HFG is latent heat is 2046.5. Okay, HG is 2767.4. This is how to see the steam table. Okay, like that you can find out any value. The pressure varies from 0.001 bar to we are getting the values up to 221.2 bar. Okay, this is all about the pressure based steam tables. Okay, first column is pressure, second column is T is temperature corresponding to this pressure, and third one is related to our volume VF, that is specific volume of water, and VG is specific volume of the steam. HF is sensible heat, HFG is latent heat, HG is total heat. And then after that we are having SF, SFG and SG. SF is our once again specific entropy of the water. You see they have mentioned in the heading. Starting you are having meaning of SF is specific entropy of water. SFG is specific entropy of evaporation, and SG is SF plus SFG. How we are having HF and SFG? Like that same thing we are having entropy SF plus SFG. So like that, suppose if they are giving temperature, okay, then you have to find out the steam properties. For example, steam properties at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, suppose if I am taking 100 degrees Celsius, then this is the pressure. Second one is pressure, 1013.3 bar pressure. Okay, this is temperature based table. Whenever they will give the temperature like 100 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Celsius, like that, you have to find out the values. So these are the two forms of steam table. Okay, better you download and refer the values. Okay. Just very simple to see the steam table, but conversion is important. Megapascal, you have to convert it bar, because the pressure is in terms of bar. You see, start in first column, absolute pressure in bar. You see, the bar, you have to convert the given pressure in bar. Okay, now I'll go to our problem. Okay, this is our problem. Find the volume and enthalpy of 2 kg of steam at 0.8 megapascal when the dryness fraction is 0.9. When the steam is superheated to a temperature of 300 degrees Celsius, assume the specific heat of superheated steam as 2.25 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Okay. So corresponding to pressure of 8 bar, we'll get these values. Okay. TS, VF and VFG. That is the third and fourth column. HF, HG and HG. First you note down corresponding to that pressure whatever the values. TS, VF, VG, HF, HG, HFG. Okay. Next we have to calculate a specific volume. Specific volume for wet steam is X into VG. Okay. They asked volume, okay, not specific volume. You see, first you have to find out the specific volume. Okay, specific volume is X into VG, 0.9 into 0.2403. This one VG, you get 0.2163. And they asked not specific volume. They asked the volume of the wet steam. Volume of the wet steam is nothing but specific volume multiplied by mass of the steam. In this problem, it is 2 kg. So 0.2163 into 2, that is 0.2325 meter cube for 2 kg. And for 1 kg, it is same as that of this one, 0.2163 only. But in this problem, the mass of steam is given as 2 kg. You have to multiply specific volume with 2 kg. You'll get 0.4325 meter cube. This is how to find out the volume of wet steam. Next, we have to find out the enthalpy of wet steam. So, what is the formula for enthalpy of wet steam? Anybody? Anybody? Enthalpy of wet steam? Anybody? What is the enthalpy of wet steam? Can you tell the formula? How we are going to find out? We found out volume. How to find out enthalpy of wet steam? How to find out enthalpy of wet steam? Anyone tell? Enthalpy of wet steam is HF plus X into HFG. HF is your sensible heat. X is your dryness fraction. And then HFG is your latent heat. HF and HFG we are taking from steam table. And the value of X is given in the problem. Okay. Suppose if it is not given in the problem, then formula for dryness fraction is mg divided by mf plus mg. Like that, you have to calculate. Okay. Next step is you have to find out the enthalpy of wet steam. Enthalpy of wet steam is HF plus X into HFG. HF is from steam tables corresponding to pressure of 8 bar and 0.9. 0.9 is given in the problem. That is 0.9 dryness fraction. Okay. Next, HFG. This is also we're getting from the steam table. So 2562.84 kilojoules per kg is your specific enthalpy. Specific enthalpy means it is per kg, but in the problem it is given as 2 kg multiplied by 2. So specific enthalpy multiplied by 2 kg will get 5125.68 kilojoules kg. Like that, same kind of problems we get in the exam. So concentrate properly. Only thing is you have to obtain the correct values of HF, HFG, VF, VFG, etc. Okay. This is the first condition when the steam is wet. Second condition is when the steam is superheated. So you have to remember this value. Okay. So volume of superheated steam is given by the volume of dry steam. This volume of dry steam you are going to obtain from the steam table, that is Vg, into superheated temperature divided by saturation temperature. Okay, saturation temperature is nothing but this is the temperature you are obtaining from the steam tables. Immediately after first column, you are having the second column as your temperature. It is nothing but your saturation temperature, and superheated temperature is given in the problem as 300 degrees Celsius. So, using this formula, we have to find out the volume of superheated steam. That is volume of dry steam multiplied by superheated temperature divided by saturation. So, Vg is the volume of dry steam, what we are obtaining from the steam table, 0.2493 into superheated temperature. That is 300 plus 273 divided by saturation temperature, what we are obtaining from the steam table. That is 170.41 plus 270. Okay. So you'll get 0.3108 meter cube per kg. So total volume is specific volume multiplied by mass. So specific volume is 0.3108 multiplied by, okay, so 0.6216 meter cube. And just if it is 1 kg, in that case, whatever value you are getting, just you put that value, because multiply 1 is nothing but same value. So, but in this problem, 2 kg is given. Sometimes they may give 0.5 kg also. For 0.5 kg of steam, what are the values? In that case, just you have to multiply by 0.5. But in this problem, it is 2 kg of steam. So specific volume multiplied by 2, you get 0.6216. Then how to find out the enthalpy of superheated steam? The enthalpy of superheated steam is H superheated equals to Hg plus Cps into superheated temperature minus saturation temperature. So Hg is once again the value what you are obtaining from the steam table. Hg is our 2046 plus 2767.6. This is from steam table plus Cps. Is a specific heat of superheated steam is 2.25. Suppose it is not given, you have to assume 2.25. And superheated temperature is 300 minus saturation temperature is 170. You get 3059. Enthalpy. So enthalpy is once again whatever value you are getting multiply by 2. So you get 6118. This is the procedure how to find out the enthalpy and volume of 2 kg of steam. Okay. Sometimes they may ask density. Okay. So till now we learned how to find out the volume and enthalpy. Sometimes they may ask density also. Okay, remember the density is the ratio of mass to volume, and unit of density is kg per meter cube. Specific volume is it is meter cube per kg, and the relationship between density and specific volume is given by density equals to 1 by specific volume. Density is the reciprocal of specific volume. So because unit of density is kg per meter cube and unit of specific volume is meter cube per kg, hence density is the reciprocal of specific volume. In this problem, you say determine the specific volume and density of 1 kg of steam at a pressure of 7 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal when the condition of steam is, first one is wet, having dryness fraction as 0.9, second one is dry, and third one is superheated at 250 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in this case, three conditions are first one is three conditions are given. One is the wet having dryness fraction as 0.9, second condition is dry, and third one is superheated at 250 degrees Celsius. If required, use the steam table provided below. Okay, so these are the values what you are obtaining from the steam tables. Okay, once again you see, first you have to analyze 7 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. As I said, you have to convert in bar. So 1 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal is nothing but 1 bar. So directly it is nothing but 7 bar. Okay, because you will not get Pascal values in the steam tables. You have to convert Pascal into bar. 10 to the power of 5 Pascal equals to 1 bar. And 1 Pascal equals to 1 Newton per meter square. So for a corresponding to pressure of 7 bar, we are getting saturation temperature as 437.92 Kelvin, and Vg is the volume of the steam. First one, okay. When the steam is wet, as I said, you have to use the formula of X into Vg. Okay, X is what? 0.9 and Vg is 0.277. So you get the value of V wet as 0.246 meter cube per kg. Okay. Next, when the steam is dry, okay, so directly multiply by 1 because dryness fraction is 1 in case of dry steam. So whatever value is there, you have to take. That is 0.277 directly you can take. That is nothing but your uh, volume of dry steam, specific volume. Then, so how to find out density of the steam? Density is 1 divided by specific volume. It is 1 divided by 0.277. You get 3.66 kg per meter cube is the density of steam. You remember, compared to water, the steam is less weight. You see, the density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. Here is the density of dry steam is we're getting around 4 kg per meter cube. So steam is lighter than the water. That's why steam floats on the surface of water. Next, we have to find out when the steam is superheated, what is the volume? So Vg into superheated temperature divided by saturation. Superheated temperature equals to 250 plus 273, okay, 523 Kelvin. Saturation temperature is 437 Kelvin. By adding this one, get, you remember this formula. Volume of superheated steam equals to volume of dry steam into superheated temperature divided by saturation temperature. Okay. So using this formula, we are going to find out the volume of superheated steam as 0.3264 meter cube. Okay. The density is reciprocal of this specific. That is 1 divided by 0.3264. That is 3.063 kg per meter cube. I'll do one problem on so this is also another kind of problem. See, what amount of the heat required to produce 4 kg of steam at a pressure of 6 bar, okay, and temperature of 250 degrees Celsius from water at 30 degrees Celsius. Take CPS as 2.2 kilojoules per kg Kelvin, specific heat of water as this one, okay, and at 6 bar pressure, the values are given in the problem. Sometimes they will give the values directly in the problem. Okay. First step is you have to write the given data. Okay. Mass of the steam is 4 kg. Okay. Suppose if they are not mentioning anything directly, you can take 1 kg only. Otherwise, so you have to take whatever value given in the problem. Suppose if they are not mentioning anything, you have to take 1 kg. So P is 6 bar, superheated temperature is 250 degrees Celsius, and TS is 30 degrees Celsius. Temperature of the water all given in the problem. Okay, everything is given in the problem. First step you have to write and now here the temperature of the steam is given. Okay, what is the condition of steam? When it is above 100 degrees Celsius, obviously it is superheated steam only. Okay, so temperature, because it is greater than saturation temperature. Saturation temperature is 158 degrees Celsius. Otherwise, by seeing the value only, we can tell it is a superheated steam because the temperature of the steam is given 250 degrees Celsius. And one more comparison is that it is greater than our saturation temperature. Whenever superheated temperature is greater than saturation temperature, then we are calling it as superheated state. Next, we have to use the formula for the enthalpy of superheated steam. Enthalpy of superheated steam is given by HF plus HFG plus CPS into superheated temperature minus saturation temperature. HF is what? 2755. Okay. So it's given in the problem 2755. HF. Okay. So corresponding to pressure of 6 bar, you have to find out the value. Okay. From the steam table, you have to find out the value. Okay. HF is 670.4 plus HF is 2085. After summing of these two values, you get 2755.5. So directly you can take this value. Next, CPS given in the problem as 2.2 multiply into superheated temperature is uh, superheated temperature is okay. Superheated temperature is 250 degrees Celsius minus saturation temperature is 158.8. All the values given in the problem directly you have to find out the enthalpy of superheated steam. 2956.4 kilojoules per kg. But in water, the heat content is already present. Okay. Now the enthalpy of water is specific heat of water into uh, TW, that is temperature of the water minus 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. So what is the enthalpy of water? Only in this problem we are going to find out the enthalpy of water. Okay. The enthalpy of water means specific heat of water multiplied by temperature of water minus 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. So specific heat of the water is 4.18 into temperature of water is 30 degrees Celsius minus 0 degrees Celsius. That is 125.4 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Okay. Now, what is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of from 30 degrees Celsius to 250 degrees Celsius? The difference between these two. This is the enthalpy of superheated steam. That is to convert the 1 kg of water at 0 degrees Celsius to 1 kg of superheated steam at the superheated temperature. But in this problem, usually we are considering from 0 degrees Celsius. But in this problem, the temperature of water is given as 30 degrees Celsius. That's why you have to find out first enthalpy of water by using this formula. Then we have to find out net amount of the heat required. Net amount of the heat required to raise the temperature of the water from 30 degrees Celsius to 250 degrees Celsius is 2956.4 minus of 125.4. You get 2830.74 kilojoules per kg. This is the net heat required. Okay. Problem number 13. Okay, this is one of the important problem. A steam initially at 9 bar pressure and dryness fraction of 1. Find the final quality and temperature of the steam in the following condition. When steam loses 50 kilojoules per kg at constant pressure, when the steam receives 150 kilojoules per kg. Okay. So there are two conditions. First, when the steam loses 50 kilojoules per kg of the heat, what is the quality of the steam and temperature, final temperature? When steam receives 150 kilojoules per kg of heat, what is the final temperature? These are the things you have to find out. First, it is given 9 bar pressure. Corresponding to 9 bar pressure, we'll get these values. Saturation temperature as 175.36 degrees Celsius, and HF and HFG as 742.6 and HG as 2771 kilojoules per kg. Now, the enthalpy of wet steam is given by HF plus X into HFG. So HF is 742.6. Okay. X is 0.98 into 0.98 is given into 2029.5. So you get the enthalpy of wet steam as 2731.51 kilojoules. And first you have to find out this one. Then you have to apply the first condition. When steam loses 50 kilojoules per kg. Steam loses means you have to deduct 50 from this enthalpy of the wet steam. That is 2731.51 minus 50. When steam loses 50 kg. So you'll get 2681.51 kilojoules per kg. Now, after that, we have to compare this value. This is the enthalpy of this one 2681, and you are going to compare with this value. It is less than Hg. Means whenever this value is less than H wet, so it implies that the condition of the steam is wet. Okay. Obviously, whenever steam loses the heat, means it is wet steam only. Okay. Then what is the quality of steam? After losing 50 kilojoules per kg of heat, what is the new value of quality? Quality means X you have to find. So once again, you have to apply same formula for wet steam. You remember, starting you have to find out the formula using the steam table values. Then after that, when steam loses 50 kilojoules per kg, means you have to deduct 50 from this value. Then to find out the final quality of the wet steam after losing 50 kilojoules per heat. So H wet equals to HF plus X into H. HF is 742.4 plus X we have equals to 2681. Means after losing 50 kilojoules per kg, you have to take this value. So HF anyhow you have to take from this table values only. It's 742.6 plus X is the new value after losing 50 kilojoules per kg of heat into 2029.5. This is your HFG equals to 2681. Don't take this calculated value. You have to take the new value 2681. So we'll get 0.955 dryness fraction. So quality of steam is 95.5. And second condition, when the steam receives 150 kilojoules per kg of heat, obviously it is a superheated steam only, because when the steam receives this much amount of the heat, so there will be heat addition takes place, and the condition of the steam is superheated only. Okay. So in that case, in this case, what you are going to do, you have to take the value of root 7 one 2731 what we have calculated, you have to add 150 kilojoules per kg of heat. So 2731 you are getting from HF plus X into HFG starting value. You have to add 150 kilojoules per kg of heat. You'll get 2881.51 kilojoules per kg. So obviously it is a superheated steam. So you have to apply the formula of enthalpy of superheated. Enthalpy of superheated steam is given by H superheated equals to Hg plus Cps into superheated temperature minus saturation temperature. Superheated temperature is This one 2881. Don't take earlier one. You have to take this value. This is 2881.51. Okay, so 2772.1 plus 2.25 into superheated temperature. So you are getting superheated temperature as 224 degrees Celsius. In case of wet steam, we are going to find out the dryness fraction. And in case of superheated steam, we are going to find out the superheated temperature. Like that, so you have to solve the problem, go through the problems, try to analyze the problem. Okay, so mainly you have to find out all the values properly, convert the units properly. I hope you understood all the problems in the steam table. Okay, such kind of problems you'll get in the exam. Okay, any doubts? Today you glance that steam tables. Okay, already I shared in the Google Classroom. Just you go through and download it and try to solve the problems. And I already shared the case study question in your Google Classroom. Go through that one. Okay. Case study question and innovative question is a problem related to model 3 or model 4. Okay, problem, numerical problem. Those who have not entered USN in the chat box, please enter.
Sir, in this chapter, which are important diagrams we should refer if we pure substance chapter?
So you have to study TH diagram, temperature enthalpy diagram, first one.
Yes, sir.
Second one, PT diagram, pressure temperature diagram. Only these two, I think. One more PV diagram, I think. PV diagram, no, three things.
And definition should be learned, sir.
You have to go through all the definitions from the beginning. Okay, you have to study what is. I'll tell what are the definition you want to study. Okay, one is pure substance definition. Okay, next you have to study dryness fraction. Next, two property rule. Okay, next phase. Then what is latent heat, sensible heat, total heat. Next, we are having volume. There's specific volume of dry steam. What is specific volume of wet steam? Specific volume of superheated steam, like that. Okay. Definitely simple definitions. Huh? Concentrate mainly on the definitions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
The formula. You have to write formula also.
Okay.
Any doubts? I think it is easy chapter. Okay, compared to other.
Yes, sir. This entropy is a bit tricky.
Tricky, but you have to understand the concept properly. The Clausius inequality, Clausius theorem, like that. Those are the two important things. And entropy change.
There are a lot of small concepts are there.
That's why only this model 3 is little bit tricky. Okay, second law of thermodynamics and entropy. Two chapters are there in that one.
Sure.
This model 4 and model 5 is very easy. Okay. That's why I said you have to concentrate more on second law of thermodynamics and entropy. Numerical problems. Concepts are more.
And sir, the innovative question will be from entropy part or pure substance part?
Which one, Ed?
Innovative will be, sir, from entropy or pure substance? That numerical?
Most probably entropy only.
Okay, sir.
Entropy. But you go through all the steam tables, whatever I taught today, no, you go through all the problems. You understood, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So you post that PDF in the Google Classroom, sir.
Which one?
Today's PDF, sir, in which numericals we did.
Okay. I'll post it. Okay. Post.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll stop the session now.